series of questions dealing with public safety and community, growth and development, crisis in the classroom, education concerns, and money and economy. And it's three questions for each segment. So the first question is, Northport has grown substantially in recent years. How will you balance neighborhood safety such as policing and fire services while preserving the character of the community?
I believe that our public service departments, fire and police, are really doing a phenomenal job. We don't have any openings on fire as well as police, so that's a great thing. That's kind of unheard of in a city, which means that Northport has created opportunities for our workers to feel that they are welcomed and wanted in the city of Northport. And so to continue to create historical values in our city and the home feel in our city is really what we need to focus on in ensuring that our residents will continue to grow and thrive in this city.
So Kentuck Park and other public spaces are important community centers. How would you ensure they remain safe, accessible, and inviting for all residents?
Kentuck Park, the facelift that's coming that way is going to be amazing. My kids played in Kentuck when they were growing up, and so to see the plans that's coming down the pipeline for that area, it's phenomenal. And so I believe that that's going to grow again in other ways for our city. Again, ensuring that we remain holistically with the character that we have already developed here in the city of Northport.
So, what initiatives would you propose to strengthen relationships between law enforcement and the community, especially in underrepresented neighborhoods?
Yeah, well, I think we got to do a little bit better in community policing. Community that feels safe is a community that knows and supports their police department. Having that done in this area is phenomenal. Again, Northport really don't have those major issues that most of our metropolitan cities do, and that is because we have a phenomenal police department. And so those issues of concerns that might grow in other cities really don't exist here. And that's what keeps people in this area. That's what keeps them thriving. That's what keeps our city the way it is.
So next we're going to go to the growth and development section.
Okay.
So Northport is experiencing development pressure, including sports facilities near Kentuck Park. How will you guide future growth to benefit residents while protecting cultural and natural assets?
Right. So growth is good. It means that people want to be here. Outside businesses want to be here, want to thrive here. We just got to make sure that when we grow, it's the smartest way that we're doing that to benefit our neighborhoods, to benefit our community. We want to make sure that the activities, the projects that come to our city benefit our city. Ultimately, we believe that the projects that's coming, the new projects that's coming down the pipeline will bring additional revenues and resources for our city so that we can address other concerns like infrastructure and plumbing and those other concerns that we have regarding our city. But we want to make sure that the growth is done in a way, again, to protect those same things that you just named.
How do you plan to involve residents in planning decisions such as zoning, park redevelopment, or mixed-use projects to ensure transparency and trust?
We believe that we have to do better at communicating our issues to our public. So forward-facing communications is going to be one of the things that I want to demand on. We want to lead by what I call a community-centered approach, which is leadership that has the community involved. So we'll do more open forums. We'll do quarterly meetings or district-wide meetings to kind of help our residents get in the know of what's going on and what possibly will happen in our area. I think if we do a better job at that, those issues and those concerns, those things will be addressed, and we can get the information out faster and often as we can to get those things done.
So last question for growth and development. What strategies would you implement to attract sustainable businesses and investment, especially in underutilized areas like downtown?
Small businesses, entrepreneurs are the way. We believe that we have to support them, find out what their needs are, bring them in the room, bring them to the table. Let's communicate those needs and wants and desires. Let's find ways that we can bring a better outcome for them. Supporting small businesses is ultimately supporting Northport. It's just a way to grow.
Right. So we're going to go to crisis in the classroom as our education concerns. So our teachers face budget cuts, high turnover, and mental wellness challenges. What role would the mayor's office play in supporting local schools and educators?
I believe that we have to bring Tuscaloosa County school system back to the table and have candid conversations about the 10 schools that are in the city of Northport. We know that if you look at a cluster of school on one side of the city, it's different from the cluster of school on the other side of the city. I'm really adamant about collaboration and bringing everybody to the table, but we got to make sure that our children have resources, right? I'm not too hung up on what if you got a new school or not, but if you don't have the resources to be productive, then that's a problem. And some of our schools' resources are very low and very lacking, and we make sure we have to address those concerns.
Okay, next question. How would you collaborate with the Tuscaloosa School District, parents, and community groups to address teacher retention, classroom size, and student well-being?
Yes, Tuscaloosa City, Tuscaloosa County, as I stated before, we have to get in the room and have that conversation about school systems. Youth programs, youth education is very important to my platform. I want to make sure our children are not our future anymore. They're our present. They're our now. And so we have to make sure that we instill values and educational programs and opportunities to them now so that when they're adults and coming back to our community to work, then they're not looking for those things. They already have them. And so it's very important to me, again, that we provide resources and availability, access to things as it relates to education so that our kids can continue to grow and know.
Okay, last question in the crisis in the classroom section. What educational or training partnerships do you envision between the city and institutions like Shelton State or the University of Alabama to better prepare students for the local job market?
Yeah, Shelter State is a great resource. The University of Alabama is an amazing resource that we can build and grow to make sure that our children, again, have those things that they need to be better in the community as they matriculate through school and becoming adults. The job market here in this area, we have very great opportunities as relates to you can go into automotive, you can go into industrial work. Those things are available for you. But I believe that our kids need support in order to get to that place. They need some training in order to get to that place. And building those relationships, building those collaborations are going to be very key and important to ensure that those things are able to happen. But I think ultimately we got to talk about mental health as well as we talk about education, because if we don't address those concerns, we'll never reach the things that we're talking about now.
So last section, 3 more questions. I know it's a lot. And this is the money and economy section.
Okay.
With limited municipal budgets, how would you prioritize spending between investment in economic growth and maintaining essential services?
Yeah, we have to find ways to bring in more revenue. We understand that the city of Northport is growing, and the city of Northport has a culture and it has a vision, it has history, but we have to find partners, builders, partnerships that will bring additional revenue to our city so that we can address the concerns of our city. Without revenue, without infrastructure, without addressing those concerns, I don't think we can even talk about how to invest somewhere, because we currently don't have those resources to do that.
Okay. Can you share any specific proposals for increasing Northport's revenue, whether through grants, smart economic development, or public-private partnerships without raising taxes?
Sure, not. I mean, we can't raise taxes right now. We can't afford the taxes that we have, right? And so, yes, absolutely, we have to make sure that we do smart infrastructure growth and private partners to come in and build and bring those developments to us in order for those resources to increase. I believe right now the most thing that comes to the city as it relates to resources or income is the tax, and it's the tax on groceries. And so we can't increase that. Groceries are already sky high, and so we got to find other ways that we can get resources and revenues back to our city.
Okay, last but not least, last question. What is your strategy for ensuring that new economic opportunities, such as developments near Kentucky Park or downtown, provide benefits equitably across all Northport neighborhoods?
Absolutely. The city of Northport has to grow in a way that benefits our entire city. If it only benefit a pocket, then it doesn't help bring the resources to everyone. We believe that our city is in a pivotal moment, that we can make that decision to grow in a way that benefits everyone. And that's the platform I want to stand on. That's my leadership role. I want to make sure that we're collaborative, that we're bringing everybody to the table, and every resident in the city of Northport has an opportunity to thrive and strive here in the city.